Testing. Make sure everything's working well. Alright, there we are. We're started up. Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Rogue Legacy. I'm doing it a little early. There's definitely a lot of changes I want to make to my channel, but this is where I thought I could start. Just 1 hour earlier. I actually woke up very early today, but I just wasn't ready to stream just yet. Oh well. Progress, progress, progress. 3, 2, 1, go. Oop. I need to really quick shut off Discord before it starts pinging me. Alright, did that fast enough. Oop, but now I cannot see chat. I'll have to do that when I get to the next loading zone. Here. Oop. Actually, there we are. Awesome. Managed to pull off a maneuver. Open chat while I was going through the warp, through the pipes. Alright. Whew. I kind of like how this tutorial actually gives you like a bit of moments where you have to like dash and then interact so that you're ready for it later. Like, it's kind of funny having a tutorial be more maneuver intensive than the game itself, as a means to make sure that they are prepared for whatever maneuvers they'll have to make with it later on. Yep, just making sure there's something up top. Alright, apple. I probably should have just eaten the apple, got myself some extra max health. Alright, I'll do it on the way back. Ooh. There. Don't appreciate it. Oof. Few rooms. Of course. Alright, back to the main entrance. Right. Sometimes your first life isn't the healthiest life. Just part of life. Okay. Cleared up this area pretty nice and snugly, so okay, take care of that. I haven't even found the entrance to Stygian Study, so I have like a lot to go. Okay, well, I found Dash on the way, and thank goodness, because I was low on health. I really would have disliked it if I couldn't find Dash here. Alright. Oof. Deep breaths. Keep things going. Here, just a nice little shot. Hey, Cerebellum, how's it going, man? Glad to see you made it. Whew. How's your day been going? Mine's good. Woke up early and like still getting a hang of that, but other than that, mine's going good. Got everything that I really wanted to take care of taken care of already, so that's what I was looking for. All right. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Keep it cool. Alright. Ah. There we are. Whoop. Alright, I think going up to the book. Actually, no. Going back to the entrance is what I wanted. Now that I think about it. Actually, this isn't far. This isn't far at all. Got a disappointing bail song. What's a bail song? I have no idea what a bail song is. My apologies. But still unfortunate. If it's disappointing, it's disappointing. Doesn't matter what the item is. Ooh. Head on up. There we are. Awesome. Let's try to kill Gongheads with his life. That would be a great way to confirm the route. Ooh. Alright. Thank goodness I can keep moving. Alright, I have to go up. Whew. I'm pulling it off. I'm doing it. There we are. Alright, found Enoch. Not exactly what I was expecting, but okay. That means I have to go above Enoch to find Gongheads. Wow, Gongheads is going to be a challenge. Whew. Just telling me that today is not the day. Just making sure I know that's early. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that platform. I thought I just took damage because I messed up. Alright. Man, this is a weird area, so if I die here, I'm in so much trouble. Whoop. Alright, keep it moving. I have a feeling Gongheads is right around the corner over here. Also, I haven't found Murmur or anything. Yeah, this has been... I mean, I found a few things, I guess. I thought I dashed out and I was going to dash back in, but I never left, apparently. Just die so I can get through. My gosh, Gongheads. No brakes. Whew. I have to kill them first try. One hit's allowed. Okay, they're just gonna have to disappear eventually, because I don't know how I'm dealing with those guys. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I mean, fight's not over yet, but looking good. Oh my gosh. And that is enough money to buy the architect, and that's what I was looking for. Alright. So now, we head back to the entrance. Is there a nearby teleport that I can be using to get to the spin kick? Honestly, this might be the closest. Oof. But yeah, going through basically all of the Stygian study effectively, just to get to, just to get enough gold to enter the other areas. Not a comfortable day. Not a comfortable little maneuver there. But I'm not dead. That says a lot. Really what it says is that I've learned the Stygian study well enough to finally do this route. Too bad it took so long. Too bad it took so long. Oh my gosh, I have so much health. Let's go find Lamech as well. Like, my gosh. What am I doing? I'm literally just teleporting back to where I already am. But yeah, I'm just going to leverage my health, go find Lamech, so I don't have to do that later. Oh my gosh. My head's not in the right place right now. Just so shocked that I made it through all of that, you know? Like, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure this path does not succeed. And yet I'm there. Alright, there's Lamech. That's all I was looking for. You know what? I'm gonna open the door, but I'm not gonna bother facing Lamech. Actually, you know what? I might as well. I have 163 health to leverage. Ooh. Keep it moving. Whew. Ah. Well, this is why we leverage our health, so that we can face Lamech. Remember, as long as I come out here at not 0, I'm perfectly happy with my decision. Still getting that timing a little late, but it's okay. I mean, it's unpreferable, but non-preferable does not mean bad. I did that because I felt like the damage was going to end, like the fight's going to end soon, so I just thought I'd deal as much damage as possible. Alright. And once Lamech's dead, alright, pop up in the chest, get my gold, and then exit out. Gold. Do not need any of the other items, just the gold. That's all I was looking for. Alright. Now we get Echo Kick. We start heading through Axis Mundi. If Axis Mundi is going south, I'm going to take an extra resort path, see how it works in. Whew. Just logged in. How are the early Gongheads runs? Good. So, the map hated us. The map freaking hated us. But we still managed, and we managed to defeat Gongheads. So we just beat Gongheads, we just beat Lamech. And we are now just grabbing the dash heirloom. So we managed to beat 2 bosses, and we're only getting our 2nd heirloom now, so we have plenty of heals. Unfortunately, we do not know where Void Dash is. That is an issue I have to address, but we're doing good otherwise. Anyways, how you doing, Freak State? How you doing, man? Ooh. All right. Let's keep it moving. Right. Whew. I didn't realize I also had the time to echo kick off of that guy. That's pretty cool. Alright. Ooh. The average on the biostats midterm was only 50%. Or are you talking about that thing that... You were the one that got the 36 or F37 or whatever? Or... Oh gosh. Actually, so I actually have a story about this, about a midterm that, like, the average was super low. I can't... If this run starts going south, remind me, I will tell you about the intro to Unix Linux class, man. That, of course, I did go to a community college, but, like, it's like they weren't even trying, man. How... It was the most absurd loss. The most absurd, like, how did so many people fail this midterm? But... It's just, like, it's a frustrating story, because, like, I feel for the professor who gave the midterm. So... I'm not capable of saying it while I'm, doing the run, you know? Whoa! All the meat right there. We appreciate every last one of you, even that one we left behind. We love you. I'm gonna miss you. Precious meat. Why must your life be so cruel? Are we here just to suffer? One time my pre-calculus professor died to let everyone retake the... Yeah. Your pre-calculus professor decided to let everyone retake because everyone's average was so horribly low. Yep, that was the story of mine. Which was very much absurd because I was amongst the 4 people in that test who got I think I got second with like a 96%. There's one guy who got a 100%. Like, it was not a hard test at all. And like, when I say I got 96, I meant without studying. So, like, when I heard that the average was somewhere around, like 32, it was like 32% or something, some absurdity. Oh my gosh, Meat, I'm so sorry. I promised you better, but I didn't give it. Meat, I apologize. You deserve more. Alright. Math is hard sometimes. Math is hard. So, math, what it is cumulative. The way math works, so there's actually a book called Euclid's The Elements, which is an old book that's been printed like many eons because, like, it's the second most printed book after the Bible. And the whole book is, basically has 5 precepts of what math is. Basically, like, numbers are countable. From 1 you could get to 2, from 2 you could get to 3, from 3 you could get to 4, and so on and so forth. And then it has that, like, if you draw a line, or if you make 2 points, they can be connected by a line, any 2 points. Like, just simple things that we nowadays just take for granted, we can assume. And it just takes those things, and it builds all of math. Like, it explains everything of how you get to every other formula from these precepts. And, as a matter of fact, people use this book to create... Calculus was created from the principles made by this book. There's actually a whole theme of how calculus was made in 2 different places at once. But why am I getting into this whole story? Because people that say math is hard, the issue is there's a precept, there was a description, an understanding that did not get through. And therefore, since it's cumulative, that things build off of that, and then build off of that, and then build off of that, until you end up with math, like higher level mathematics. And so if you're missing one, then other things are going to just go off of the assumption that we built up to it. And, well, if you never actually understood as we were building up to it, that is an issue. Also, the elements was written before the notion of variables, before X. So, I'm pretty sure X is just an assumed value within the 5 precepts, actually. I'd have to check, but variables? I'm sorry, if you're having trouble... I don't know how to say this, but if variables are your issue... Okay, I guess the way that variables are used, but... Okay, so I think this is the issue is actually there, that how we introduce variables is poorly done. Because, as we said, we don't... Like, Euclid's Elements actually starts with, like... How do I explain it? Euclid's Elements starts with, like, geometry, basically. So, a lot of people can't learn geometry, so we've skipped and, like, made shortcuts of teaching. So, if you're having trouble with one part... Like, I'm pretty sure, like, X values and stuff like that... Oh my gosh, by the way, Lucky Plateau, whoever asked for that, Sire Bellum, thank you so much for the good luck. Thank you so much for the good luck, Sire Bellum. Got myself a void double jump right off the bat. Keep myself safe and sound while I go hunt for the lilies. Alright. But, the thing is, basically we've learned our own way of trying to teach math, given that math seems too hard for people. And we want to get you math early on. Like, basically, the basic precepts of math involves variables, to put simply. So, it's really hard to start there for a lot of people. But, all of the precepts are built upon each other. And, if you learn that way, you know, you can learn everything. As I said, calculus was designed using these precepts. But again, people are not teaching from one precept down. And that means if something gets misunderstood, or if, like, they describe something and that ends up not being the correct description, and you didn't understand when they switched descriptions back to the original, if something gets misplaced, if one thing that you don't understand, if one thing about math becomes not understood, then everything that builds off of it becomes not understood. And all of math is built upon only 5 principles. That's the issue with math. It's not that it's hard, it's that everything builds upon itself, and if you miss one part, then you miss every part that extends, that is built off of it. So, yeah. Like, I enjoy math because I understood the principles. I'm not sure, I've never actually read Euclid's The Elements. That would actually be an interesting, read. It's a really old book, so not sure if it's really legible in nowadays English and stuff like that, but it would be really cool to try to read anyways. Where do I work? Currently, I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm unemployed currently. Just kind of doing this as a means to, like, I'm sure, basically, I've been, you know, I'm just gonna say it. I've been dealing with some depressive stuff, and this was basically my way out, so. And it's been working well. I'm feeling a lot better. This is, you know, this is a lot of fun. This is great. So, I've been enjoying myself. Yeah. Like, so right now I'm not working anywhere. I am just, I have I have associates for both math and computer science, so I know once I, like, get myself out of the dirt and into my headspace again, I'll be great, I'll be fine. It's just until then, just getting through, yeah. Thanks for the question, though. My dad actually does programming stuff, so that's where I get a lot of my knowledge as well. So, oof. I've checked everywhere over there. Okay. There we go. We open the door. And we're going to now leverage this health. I'm going to grab this gold real fast so I can get better upgrades when I get there. Yeah, I like this teleport. Oof. But yeah. So currently I'm unemployed. I'm working on it. I'm thinking, so basically my idea is once that, the thing happens, which I think most of you know by now, but I'm going to stop saying it so I don't jinx it. Because I've been waiting for it for weeks now, and I need to just let it happen when it happens. Once that thing happens, I'm just going to go in hard and see if that works. And if it doesn't work, I'm just going to start applying for occupations. I'm going to start working on applying properly. So, yeah. Oof. But until then, I do not want to leave streaming entirely, obviously. I'm going to be cutting down my hours once that occurs. You seem like a math teacher. So, here's actually a thing. One of the jobs I used to have was tutoring at the college. So, I actually tutored for math and low-level and beginner computer science. And remind me when we get near the end, like if you could just send the comment while I'm fighting Enoch or the final boss or something like that, to talk about the intro programming nightmare class. And I want to be clear, I feel for the teacher. Like, the teacher, I'm not going to name any of the names of the students. There were some good students, obviously. And that teacher, I just feel so sorry for. Alright. Hey Thorza, how's it going? I'm back. I also have ramen again. Good. Delicious. Enjoy yourself. I'm assuming the ramen trilogy of spilling is all over, so we can worry about that. Yeah. Computer programming is very hard, but it's so enjoyable. Like, so, when I was... So I'm not sure. I feel like other people would probably have... People in other areas would actually have a better version of this. But we have senior projects over in high school, which when the high school ends, basically you have to reveal a senior project, which is... Alright, be careful when the lid opens, sir. I do not wish to hear a tragedy occur. But yeah, at the end of senior year, you have to reveal a senior project. Basically, during senior year, you have time to kind of navigate and do what you want to do for when you grow up. And mine was to build a video game. I actually built... So I had to learn... XNA Studios. My dad tutored me in C#, and I basically had to try to build a little twin-stick shooter game. When I was revealing it, everyone was like saying, "Oh, I could see you were really inspired by Geometry Wars." I had no idea until later what Geometry Wars was. And yes, I could see issues with that. Quickly, bright flashing warning, and Thorza, stay safe. I pray that your lid does not break. I do not wish to see your soul shattered, along with the delicious ramen noodles on the floor. Oop. Oop. Come on. Oh, I just assumed that would hit. I was wrong. Good job, Thorza. Success. Victory in your grasp. Continue your great studies. Continue your delicious efforts. You will be rewarded, truly. Alright. But yeah, so I had to learn C# and XNA Studios, and, gosh, so much of that stuff was just jury-rigged. Like, sprite batches, we literally just copied some code from online of how to handle sprite batches. What it does, don't ask me. I just have a picture that's like 13 different pictures, and they're all, like, stacked on top of each other, and, it's terrifying, it's disgusting, I didn't know what was going on. Something went wrong. We were just like, okay, now that's a feature because I can't fix that. Because we only had so much time, I need to... Yeah. And then, like, finally, I asked Dad to help me with something. And he's like, okay. Why does your code look like this? Where's your comments? I can't read this. You need to make this more legible. It's like, well, when I wrote it, I understood. I don't understand anymore. And that's why you write comments. So we had a bunch of code that we were relying on that we didn't fully understand anymore. So, that was not happy. You know, it was probably optimal to just kill myself there, but I just feel weird doing so. Keep him low to the ground and near the center. I think that's the solution I found. Oh, I didn't realize that. Turns out low to the ground and near the center is actually a bad idea. Alright, focusing on this. Alright, there we go. Now we deal with these guys. Got too close. Alright. Would really rather not die here, but like, if I die, at least make it quick, please. Alright, didn't. Got a little too close. I actually made the floor move instead of the character with my jumble code, so it just changed the game to be about the floor because I'm lazy. Yep. Alright. Blaze belt. Ooh. Yeah, blaze bellow. Alright. Let's pump ourselves up. Alright, I don't think I have anything worth buying there. So we're just gonna pump up. Here. One, I need to buy 6, I remember that. Whew. Just gonna buy this real fast. Imagine trying to code. I just download everything I need off of internets. That is my success story. I could have done the duelist if I thought that was going to work. I might do that later. Ooh, that's how I made games. The floor would move if it was a scroller. Normally I just make I'd make single screen rooms. Yeah. So mine was just a single screen. So it was literally just... Okay, I need to do Nama first in future. But it was a single screen room, and then from the edges, enemies would charge in at you, and you would get points for killing enemies, obviously. You had just a... With... Mine, because it was XNA Studios, I had the benefit of it was actually an Xbox game. So it could have actually been released on the Xbox store, but except for 2 problems. 1, it sucked. 2, it, XNA Studios was literally stopped being supported while I was working on the game still. Alright, that was a mistake on my part. Big mistake on my part. Okay, that was also a mistake. So we're going to take him to this corner, and then we're going to dash it through here. There we are. Here. Sorry, I just need to focus because this is a good run. Really don't want it dying because I'm talking about programming, but like, programming is a thing I'd love to talk more about, so. We're just doing that because I know he's low on health. There we are. Alright. I've also made a player versus zombie ripoff, PVZ ripoff. I've been obsessed with PVZ lately. Would you be interested in teaching pre-calculus for a semester? I mean, if you have any questions about pre-calculus, feel free to throw them in chats. I'd be completely down to, like, give as much assistance as I can. I love math, so, like, I've been talking about it, and calculus. So in case you're wondering, multivariable calculus was the last math class I ever took. So that was like right in my forte. So like, yeah, if you're taking multivariable if you're taking pre-calc and you need some help, I'd be totally down to help where I can. And like, one of the things I have issues with is the difference between like derivatives and partials, but like pre-calc, you're never going to deal with that. Pre-calc, if you get introduced to derivatives, is like, yeah, you get introduced to derivatives, but nothing devastating. So the way derivatives work is they're a complicated equation, and they're going to teach you the complicated equation, and you have to like work your way through it. And then once you're done learning that, they're going to teach you the shortcut. Just fair warning, don't get infuriated. Knowing the full equation is going to help you later on, but when you're just doing regular derivatives, you can use the shortcut. But yeah, I can show you a good picture of derivatives that how they work scientifically, because I also have a physics degree, so I can actually talk about jerk and why a fourth derivative is actually useful, or one of the few cases where it's actually useful. All right. Stuff like that. Whew. Oh, what? I thought I beat Lamech. Did I not beat Lamech? I swear I beat Lamech. How is it that we all happen to be coders? Because coding is awesome? I don't know, I'm shit. I'm bad at math. Okay. Now I remember, I actually got the gold from Lamech. I got the gold from Lamech, but it looked like his picture was not gone. So that is a new thing I did not know about. Apparently with Lamech, you have to wait. Oh, no. I misread it. Lamech's picture is there now because I killed him. Okay, I just was like thinking back. I just misread the picture. Thank God. I'm like, I killed Lamech. I'm certain of it. Alright. False alarm, everyone. Using that so I don't have to shut off the thing again. Yeah, Thorza, I have no idea. I have no idea. As far as I knew, it was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, so now I'm just not jinxing it. I'm not saying it out loud. I'm going to let it happen when it happens. Alright? Oh. Alright. Sorry, unfortunately, if you're hearing that vibrating sound. Getting a call, but I'll just answer it later. Oof. Alright. So let's see. When you're saying hire a pre-calculus teacher, I'm curious what you mean by that. I'll talk to you later about it, honestly, because I'd be down, but need to know, like, that I actually meet prerequisite surfing, you know? Just gotta focus. We're a little behind schedule, but it's okay. Still a good run despite being behind. Yes, I knew the iframes would be long enough that I could just charge into that one. That was great. That fireball and the timing. Oh. Whew. Oh, okay. Alright, so I have a feeling we have a lot to talk about once I'm done with this, but I'm gonna let it finish off first. We got a very decent time. Alright. So... let's see. $36.28. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. Let's go through the let's finish answering the questions, and then I'm going to tell the story. And I'm going to do that now so I don't, you know, all that stuff. Alright, so, let's see if there's anything I forgot to read. I'm just doing pi and imaginary numbers with square roots. One person hates math, even though we're coders. Let's see. Bunch of things of like, I'm so clueless right now. Alright, so the run's over. As for the... So with the math talk, I was getting at, all I was saying was that, have you edited the name file? I don't know what you mean name file. Like, Sir Kenny, Lady Josephine, that sort of stuff. I have not edited those files, nor do I intend to. Thank you for the offer. I know you can. I've seen someone edit in the entire, what was it? The entire story of Shrek into a name. Like, was the entire script for the Shrek movie. That was it. They edited that as a name, and it literally just blocked out everything in the screen. I'm glad to know that you can edit the name file. I'm not really... Maybe once fully released, I'll start doing some of that, but... For now, I'm gonna let it happen. Alright, so I need to tell my story. Why not? Just because I barely read the names as it is. It might be cool to have like a Sir Tadpole or something like that in there, but I'm not gonna... Like, then all of a sudden, Sir Tadpole shows up, people are gonna push me, pick Sir Tadpole! Instead of... And if they're like a character with pacifism, gonna suck for my runs. It also... Yeah, I just don't want to like risk any belief that I might be modding is also another thing. But yeah, no, I might do it in the future. I'm just like not gonna dedicate time to it right now. But that's worth a consideration, Cyrebellum. Oh, I now see a smart thing you could do with that. You're right. I could do like Sir Thorza, Sir Cyrebellum, Sir Freaks. Like I could have all the channel basically as characters in the game. That's actually a really smart way. Use the name files to edit and have all my viewers in the game. That'd actually be pretty cool. Huh. Okay. That's a good idea, Cyrebellum. I gotta keep that in mind. Anyways, I'm going to tell the story before we forget. So, I was part of this class. This was actually the last, during this class, I got offered a job to tutor for Intro to Programming and other things. So, this class, it was Intro to Unix and Linux. That was the name of the class. And I remember, I went in there, it's like a 2, maybe 3 unit class, and the teacher is just this, so he was telling, how do I explain it? So, I sat in the front row, and there was a computer in front of all of us, because obviously we're doing programming. And the teacher is, telling the story, explaining what we need to do, and then it comes time to do our homework before we go. There's a lab time, so we can use that lab time to just do the homework before we go home. So I just, pop it open, look at the homework, and so you're, just press this button. So first we have to open up Unix, and that's, showing how to, edit cat files and stuff like that. And it's just, type CAT and press enter. Type this thing, press enter. Type exit, press enter. Very precise, you cannot mess this up. All you have to do is read the bolded text. I'm like, okay. So I tell the teacher, yeah, I just did it. He's like, all right, cool. And he writes down that I did my homework. He then has like, every week we would have a quiz on the chapter. It would actually, no, every 2 days. Every day we'd have a quiz on the chapter. So this was, I think, a Tuesday, Thursday class. So, yeah, so every day we'd have a quiz on the chapter we just covered the last day. And it was just 20 questions. Not hard questions, but every once in a while I'd mess up. But the thing is, we would self-correct. So like, if I saw I was wrong on number 3, like, the person next to me would be able to note that I'm wrong on number 3 or something. And the person next to me was like, dude, just erase what you wrote and put the correct answer. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna cheat. So I did cross mine out and put the correct answer. And when I got back, he's like, oh yeah, thanks for being honest, 100%. He did not care that I switch out the answer after hearing the quiz. I'm like, okay, wow, this is really just an easy A class. This is one of the easiest classes I've taken. I'm kind of worried about how easy it is. So we get to the midterm. And so our midterm is coming on Tuesday. And so it's Thursday. I'm just kind of nervous. And he's like, all right, so you have a midterm. It's going to be a 50-question multiple choice. So anyways, everyone get out your notes. I'm like, okay, got my notes. And he pulls out a piece of paper. It says, question 1. Linux is blah, 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 blah. A, this. B, this. C, or C, this. Now, the answer is B because of this. Everyone write that down. I'm like, whoa, what? He's giving, like, this is the teacher basically giving us the answer sheets. Literally, he talked through the entire test and gave us, oh yeah, the answer to number 1 is B, then the answer to number 2 is C. Like, I could literally not know anything and just write B, C, D, C, B, D, A. And as long as I remember that pattern, I have a 100% on that midterm. I'm just like, okay, this is, why is he doing this? This is too much. Like, I knew it was easy, but this is too much. So, Tuesday comes around, breeze by it, do the entire 50-question test in like 5 minutes, don't feel any bad. I think there was like a part where it's a fill in the blank, and I mixed up 2, so I got 96% instead of 100%. So, we all come in Thursday, and the teacher comes, hey guys, so, if you made a mistake on one of your questions, feel free to correct that mistake, give the correct answer, then bring it back to me to show you. I'll give you half credit, so you only lose 1% instead of 2% for each wrong answer. I'm like, okay. I'm just kind of like laughing at how ridiculous it is. So he's like, all right, here's the pile of all the tests. You guys, just come up and grab it. And he sets the pile on the desk next to me because I'm one of the people sitting in front. And so I look over, and the very first test on the top is a 48%. Despite everything, the guy missed 26 questions on that midterm. And then that guy comes over, picks it up. Under it is a 32%. So, if you exclude the 4 people in front, me, the guy who I hang out with, and the 2 on the other side, the 4 of us, I think it was a 100, a 98, a 96, and a 94. So, like, all of us were good. If you take us out, the average in that class was like a 42%. In a multiple choice exam that we had a week to study with the answer sheet in front of us. With the answer sheet in front of us. I still do not understand what in the world happened. I still do not understand what in the world happened. And so, as I said, I'm like learning to tutor. I'm like signing up for all the stuff because one of the other teachers wants me to be a teacher for intro to programming. And suddenly the person who's going to be my boss walks up to me and is like, hey, you, hey, I heard that you're part of the intro to Unix and Linux class. I'm like, yeah. It's like, I hear you're doing really well. Mm-hmm. So, and they're like, so, we're actually having issues because, like, over the course of several years, like, everyone has been failing that class. We've been trying to do all this stuff. If you're a tutor and you're succeeding, we would love to have you tutor that class. The college needs it. The college, and I'm just, like, staring at her just in absolute horror. I specifically remember, I just looked at her, Like, this is going to be my boss. I just looked at her with a dead face, just like, ma'am, I wouldn't know where to begin with helping those people that are failing that class. And she just kind of a little shocked at my dedication. She's like, okay then. And so I couldn't tutor, and so like next semester that class was no longer offered because too many people were failing that class. They could not afford to keep going with that class. That freaking easy A of a class, everyone failed. I still, to this day, do not... I know one person apparently was playing Fallout New Vegas the entire time. No, Fallout 4 came out during that semester. He downloaded Fallout 4 onto the computer. I specifically remember that. I have no idea what the rest of them were doing. I have no idea. I have no idea. I feel so sorry for that teacher. I have no idea what happened there. I have no idea what happened there. But yeah, that's the story of the exam. I have no idea what happened there. I think that was like 5 years ago now? Yeah. Still no idea why I have it there. Alright, how's it going, Sweetcoot? We just finished telling a story of one of the strangest classes I've had. So, yeah, exactly. Quite the exam. Tadpole, you sound like you were around 18, but you say this class was back when Fallout 4 came out. Yeah, so, Sirebellum, I'm glad I sound young. I definitely feel like, on the inside, I'm a young kid. That's why I'm Patient Tadpole. I'm 26. I still don't feel 26. I barely feel 21. So, yeah. Tadpole is no Tadpole in real life. Hey, I'm a Patient Tadpole. So in case you're wondering, that picture of the Patient Tadpole, if you zoom out and see the full picture, the idea is there's two frogs, just like tiny on the screen is two frogs, because the idea is the tadpole just keeps growing but not evolving. He's as big as the pond. The idea is he's still evolving. He's always growing. He's always evolving. And therefore he's still a tadpole, despite, at this point, becoming too large. That's not a puddle he's sitting in. That's the pond he's sitting in. If you zoom out, you can actually see the weeds and two frogs just stuck because they can't get in the pond because the tadpole's too big. Yep, I'm a little too big. I'm a little too old. I don't really like it. Still like... And another thing is, because I ended up involving myself with, I ended up involving myself with the college a lot, and through that, ended up interacting with the people who are coming to college, and like helping them out, and ended up making groups and stuff. So because of that, I ended up having a lot of friend groups, where I am by far the oldest person in the group. It's starting to get infuriating now, because like, I want to play Dungeons & Dragons, but the main Dungeons & Dragons campaign that is going on, the people there are... You know, they're teenagers that have realized, oh, we're adults now, therefore we can do adult things. Haha, sex, boobs, ha ha ha. I'm just like, I can't wait for a year to go by and they realize, hey man, all of these cuss words and sex talk is getting really boring. Listen, I just want to play a game and actually talk about stuff. Like, I'm waiting for that moment. Because it's a really fun game and then it gets interrupted by the fact that everyone is a teenager who became an adult. That's the best way to describe it. There's growing pains. There's still growing pains. And they'll get out of there. They'll get out of there. They're always people always do, and they're very good people. It's just like, then we play the campaign, and the themes of the campaign go a little, yeah. Good people though. They're still definitely my friends. I just can't really do the campaign anymore. And yeah, you can't really tell a person's age by college. People enter college at different times. With different goals for different lengths. I actually stayed in college for So I went to a community college. I went to basically the local community college because it was super cheap. Like, I want to be clear, I have those 3 associate degrees. If you heard all the nightmares about American college system and going to debt, I am $0 in debt. I never took a class I couldn't pay for up front. Like, I am $0 in debt. I love that the community colleges are cheap. If it wasn't for community colleges that are available and cheap, I would have just said heck no to college. I'll try to program on my own or some garbage. But yeah. So that was kind of my theme. That means I also went very slowly. So like as I said, I'm still only at associate's degrees. I was in college for 6 years. And yes, we could imagine paying for education. Dude, the college system in America is one of the few things where I feel like if I get into this, I'm going to be stuck. I don't like getting angry. Let me put it that way. I don't like getting angry. There are problems. Actually, let's tell one more story, because as I said, I worked at the college. I tutored for it once, and then one time, for a leadership sort of thing, basically my job was, as a student, I would sit in to teacher board meetings where they discuss like what classes will be available for the next semester, what classes do we have to act, what classes do we have to apply, and I would sit in, and basically my job is they would go, hey, we need the opinion of a student, how would they like it? And they would just look at me and be like, all right, what do you think? I'd be like, well, how about this or this? And that was basically my job. I would just sit into these long board meetings, sitting in a corner, taking notes. And then someone would... And I remember in one of those board meetings, there was this hilariously sad issue. Ironically, it actually has to do with math. That's actually really cool. This issue actually has to do with math. So, this math... we had a math class, which was basically... So, for math, you know how you go from algebra to... You do like geometry and algebra for a while, then you get to trigonometry. Trigonometry extends to calculus, and then calculus extends out to a bunch of other branches. And then, yeah, there's also statistics along the way. Well, the thing is, for the prerequisites of the associate transferables, to transfer to other colleges to get their bachelor's, they needed to have statistics taken care of, but a lot of the people that needed statistics taken care of could not pass algebra. I'm not sure if it was algebra 2 or just algebra in general, but they couldn't pass algebra. And so the idea was they were going to make this class that just kind of, it's called Intro to Statistics, and it teaches you everything you need to know about statistics that is given in algebra, but just focuses on that, so you don't have to learn all the functions, all the ax squared plus bx plus c. You don't need to learn all those, like, if you hate variables, you can avoid variables and still learn statistics. I stopped paying attention to math when Lars came and ruined everything. So that was basically the idea of this. They want to teach statistics, but numbers came in and are ruining everything, so we're going to try to teach them everything in algebra they need while avoiding x, while avoiding y, z's, and m's and b's. So that was the idea of this class. And, it's pretty cool. And everyone's like, oh, it's great, do we have an issue? And the math teacher who was sitting there was the one who shot up his hand. He's like, yeah, so this sounds great, but I'm going to explain... So, I guess I should explain why this class was offered. So this class was offered because the college campus, it was a community college, and therefore a lot of the paying is from the state. Therefore, if the state demands that something is... The state... Yeah. The state's... if it decides something's going to happen in the college, then it happens. So what happened recently is they were having that issue of people were not getting to statistics. So they proposed this intro to statistics, and they said, like, oh, all of these things is going to work. People are going to pass. I think I remember something they specifically laughed at is that we're going to have a majority pass rate. And there's just like that laughter, because if you heard a story from just a while ago, you can't decide if people are going to pass. If they want to fail, they're going to fail. So there was issues with what the state was saying, but of course they're not the state. They're the college that gets the money from the state. They have to do it anyways. They have to fulfill what the state says, even though they're not the state, even though they're actually on the ground. Well, anyways, this teacher came up and was like, all right, so I see an issue. So we're teaching intrinsic statistics. We're avoiding functions. We're avoiding the mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. We're avoiding all of those equations. And then they're going to learn statistics. Great, great. I'm certain you can make a little path to that. But here's the problem. The whole reason they're learning statistics is so they can get associate transferable to another college where they're paying a lot of money to finish off their degree. Now, when you get to that college, they require a few math classes. They're going to require level 1 calculus. So, we are sending in kids who do not know y equals mx plus b, who do not know slope equations, and we're going to teach them, and they're going to come in, and the first day is going to be, alright, let's just do a review of functions, make sure everyone knows the formulas. Tomorrow we'll talk about derivatives, quadratic equation. Just a reminder of the quadratic equation. Some of you probably forgot y equals mx plus... Some of you probably forgot x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You know, that's a complicated equation. I understand why you're having an issue with it. And yeah, then we'll just get into we'll finish up derivatives, we'll start integrals, and yeah, that's basically the plan for the semester. And a lot of kids, basically, we're sending the kids to their death. We're sending kids to their death. We're setting them up to fail. We are setting these kids up to fail. I added, they're saying them to their death. The teacher said we're setting them up to fail. I'm really worried about it. And so there was like, the rest of that meeting, the rest half hour of that meeting was like all the teachers just like, all right, how can we work around this problem? We can't, the state's tying our hands. Could we do, I think someone actually brought up, can we do a protest? And they're like, whoa, whoa. Oh, and like the cuisine, the arts of like food and chef and stuff like that was like, whoa, whoa. I'm already like, we are asking for the courses I'm getting right now. If we suddenly put a strike like that, all of my students get guttered as well. So like, there was like a huge fight in there because there was this, and the final answer was, unfortunately, look, the state said we're doing this, let's just pray and do what we can. Because, yep. So, that was actually a theme that happened. So it's like, at the colleges, I can tell the teachers are doing everything they can. The teachers are doing everything they can, but they have certain hands tied because, as Freak State says perfectly, universities in the USA are judged on graduation rate, nothing else. Just graduation rate. Yep. So this is actually why I'm not planning, like, if I get a bachelor's degree, I'm doing it at a trade school known for a specific degree. Because if I'm not going to go into debt in a university with, as you're saying, universities are judged by graduation rate. I feel like that's going to put me in debt and not lead anywhere. That's going to, in a few years, that's not going to lead anywhere. They're going to say, oh, you graduated. Yeah, but did you just take all these EA classes? Take the challenge. Prove to me you actually are worthwhile. And I think I could do that better at trade school than at a college where I'm going to debt for. So that's basically the plan. But yeah, okay. So, Cerebellum, after some of the quadratic stuff came about, math was lost on me. Yep, quadratic equation. I specifically remember, sines, cosines, and tangents. I thought those were kind of interesting. They were hard when I first picked up, but as I got later and later on. So what happened is I had problems once sine, cosine, and tangent were placed on triangles on a graph. But then later on, they described how is actually used to give radii of a circle, and suddenly everything made sense to me, and that was really useful. But of course, that's really hard to explain. I need to make a picture for it. But yeah, I understand why quadratic stuff got lost on you. Suicune, I sucked at everything that I had to do with science, etc., but I aced through languages. Perfect scores on English, German, and Latin. And as I know, Suicune, you're learning Japanese, so you're a translator. So here's the plan. Suicune, you're a translator. We'll be the ones that handle the money. We'll be the ones that do the math, do the business. You just make sure we can communicate and get the businesses across the world. You're a very important cog in this wheel, man. You're the translator. All right. So I only really talk to close friends about school stuff most of the time. Oh, I bet. Yep. Yeah, y equals mx plus b gives me PTSD. Dude, it gives... So, this is the difference between us. It gives you PTSD. It gives me fond memories. Ah, Euclidean geometry. I swear if I tell you about non-Euclidean geometry, if I just describe what non-Euclidean geometry is, like the precepts, how it occurred, your mind will explode and you'll never feel safe. We must use Suiku to our advantage. He is the one that isn't the math man. He is the one who understands. He is the voice to our big brains. We need the great speech. Ooh. He just types in a bunch of kanji. Yeah. Alright. Well, I won't make your brains explode. If you're interested, after we do our next run, I'll make your brains explode on non-Euclidean geometry. But not right now. Let's get to our next run. But this was a fun talk. I really enjoyed this talk. I bet it actually means something. You know what? I'm going to put in Google Translate and see what comes out. So, bunch of garbled stuff. Japanese to English. Because I know you're learning Japanese, not Mandarin or anything like that. Enter text. Thank you very much. Aww. Oh, I started my timer. Well, glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Alright. So I'm assuming yes. I don't know which one. I know there's like a bunch of things that like don't translate well between languages. Like, for example, if you listen to a lot of what are they called? A lot of the... Why can I not think of the name? Nintendo. A lot of the Nintendo like press conferences and stuff, they'll say phrases like "please look forward to it," which it's really hard to translate because it's a phrasing in Japanese that apparently doesn't translate well to English, and that was just their best description of "please look forward to it." Yoroshiku onegaishimasu has no real translation. I have no idea. Oh, is that the phrase? That's the phrase that you're talking about. Yeah. If I get the time, I think it would be fun to try and edit a stream down into a YouTube video. Dude, totally. I know on my side, I could do like a video producer and highlights. If you have like a specific theme you want to see highlighted, let me know. I'll try to clip it on my side, if nothing else. Yeah. And honestly, if you want to do like a highlights of my channel, like as long as I get something out of that, like I'd appreciate it. Oh, yep. Hey, Hader Ali. Alright, so we have someone who's actually here for the speedrun. I think it's about time we start the speedrun, guys. Still, very glad. Thanks for having this conversation. It was amazing. Appreciate it a lot, guys. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start the speedrun. So, I'll grab a snack and come on. Alright, awesome, Hader. By the way, if you have any questions about what's going on in the speedrun, feel free to ask. I usually talk during the speedruns. I do appreciate the conversation more than the PB, so I'm okay if there's some issues. Speedrun, gain a snack. Go, go, go! Quick, get the cheese. Nachos! Where's the nachos? We are down on breadsticks. Adapt, adapt, improvise, overcome. I actually downloaded a Japanese keyboard later. It's really genius how it works. Yeah, I mean, you were able to pull that off really quickly, it seemed. I'm not sure how quickly you did that, but yeah, I was actually really impressed that you were able to just like get kanji over into my chat room, so. Whew. Right. Okay, I almost mistimed that and just ran off the ledge. It'll only be a short time loss, but okay. Whew. Alright. Keep it moving. Ooh, deep breaths. Don't mess up. Alright. There we go. And there's intro. Minus 2.8. Nice. Little correction. Those are hiragana, not kanji. Good to know. I just do kanji because I think it's like how people call hashi chopsticks. I'm pretty sure. Actually, chopsticks I think is the Chinese description. So. Oop. Oh, I don't have I don't have air dash. Of course. Of course. Whoop. Alright. Okay. You just die. I don't want to deal with you. Wow. Are we just at the top of the world? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually didn't take damage. I can't believe I threaded. And then I just run into that. Beautiful. Yes. Perfect reward for my hubris. For my self-praise. Alright, so we found the way out. Oof. That is... Alright, so... Actually, I was here, but I changed my Twitch name. It was... Alright. It was Hydor. Holdor! Holdor. Alright. Well, nice to see you around, Hater. Glad to have you on the stream. We're just gonna... Beautiful. We blocked the 25 damage so we could take the 27. And then we enter this room without the shield. Truly, my genius knows no bounds. Alright, so we need to find the dash heirloom before we can continue, unfortunately. So, kind of have to just get lucky at this point. Look for areas where the dash heirloom can appear. Which they're occurring. Quite a few, actually. So, south works. This, technically. Never mind. Alright, so we'll check above. Here we are. Awesome, found it. Alright, so Suiku's doing his reading exercise. I'll see you in 10 to 15. Pretty awesome. Feel free, if you have any cool phrases like that, feel free to send them over to the chat. We'll guess what it is, even though I'm certain we will all get it rawed, but we will get it rawed to comedic quality. Oof. Oh, I accidentally threw the fireball too early, so I launched it into me instead of away from me. No, I didn't take damage. Alright, cool. That was actually a pretty good room then. Intelligence score of 1,000. Yep, definitely. I will say I do a lot of my running on instinct instead of, like, prepared planning. So, sometimes things go south. Won't deny that. Sometimes the reason it goes south is because of my own hubris or decisions. Wouldn't it be cool if someone could decipher the seed to extrapolate a map from it? So, like, we just have a full map reader to each seed? I mean, I'm pretty sure the devs might actually... Actually, no, they don't have a device for that. Spydoc specifically talked about his job was to wander around maps to make sure everything developed properly. Alright. So we're gonna keep going with the freaking Gonghead's route. So, Hater, so that you know, this is a new route that I'm doing that I believe will save time, or it will get me killed instantly. I'm going into the last area right now, where things deal as much as 150 damage or something like that, with my 200 health. See, 87 right there. And I'm going to go face a boss in here. So, the reason I'm facing this boss is because the boss gives me enough gold to single-handedly purchase all the important items I need in the second part of this run. By the way, 1 HP of the dream, everyone. 1 HP of the dream. Got some Ostenogesis Imperfectica today. Imperfectica! I have to not get hit a single time in this boss fight. Thank you for using the scariest attack in the game, you two. I appreciate it. You have that's the one scary attack they can do, and usually you just avoid it by running to the one who's not using that attack. But they decide to both use it at the same time. I mean, they know how to scare me. I'll give them that much. They know how to be a good boss. Alright. Oh well. So, okay. We're going to try to recover, but that's a big setback. And these are not good classes to help with a setback. Just saying, going to the study made me anxious. Isn't ostenogenesis in real life like glass bones? Ugh. Anyways, we do have dash. That is a positive. Unfortunately, we died prematurely and we do not have a flame barrier. That is a negative. So, usually from this point on, we focus on just having fun and keeping our runs sub 40 minutes. If not sub 40 minutes, sub 50 minutes. If not sub 50 minutes, sub an hour. Ah, dead end, I see. Oof. Oof. Alright. Be right back in 5 minutes. Alright. See you in 5 minutes, brah. Whoop. Well, looks like we just go round 2 because that's what the mapping told us to. Who's ready for round 2? Round 2, everyone. But yeah. So if we can beat Gongheads, the money from Gongheads single-handedly lets us buy the Architect and every upgrade to get to a level to purchase the Architect, which is why we needed it. Ah. Hammer, I see. Curse you, Hammer. Well, looks like we're just doing another Imperfectica, it looks like. Because we don't get an option here. Unless we find an apple. Thank you, apple. We appreciate you as much as we appreciate meat. Actually, we technically... Doomverse. It took me a moment to realize what killed me. Took me a moment. Alright. Inside a human bone, there is a 3D mesh that looks like a fine sponge from the outside. Ostenogenesis is when the sponge holes are much bigger, and therefore the bones are brittle. Ah. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like how birds have pretty hollow bones to make sure they can fly. It's that sort of, same effect. Hmm. Yeah, the term glass bones, of course, like, it's not actually like glass is a specific molecular structure, but yeah, less growth, more terrifying. There you go. Well, we found this area at least, but I think at this point we're just going back to base route to try to recover before our time goes to a nightmare scenario. Alright. Alright. Alright, so we have to find Lamech, or we have to find Gongheads. One of those is not like the other. Oh, well, it looks like we're hunting for Gongheads right now. That was the decision they made for us. Stay. Oh my gosh, I forgot I had Histronic, and I legitimately thought I just took that 200 damage. I'm like, oh, how did I survive? Alright, well, round. So, sometimes when you jump really fast, like in a frame, you don't get a refresh on your ability to dash. So, that just happened, and it caused me to lose a lot of health. So that was not appreciated. So, I die in one hit again. Hope you like stress and tension within every 5 seconds, because that's what's happening in this session. Boop. Woo! Yeah, if I kill one, the other becomes a lot easier to face, as you'd expect. Oof. Just gotta be careful. There we go. Whew. No hit. Did it properly. Wow, 600 damage. Yep. I did 12 billion damage, sir. Such a strong character. But yeah, so now that I killed Gongheads, I have access that alone. As you notice, I'm only at 1890? Alright. So there's some variance in how much gold Gongheads gives you. It seems I got the lower variance. Why is that worth noting? Well, with lower variants, I don't think I have enough to buy the Architect still. And I messed that up, so I just have to go through a door and reset. Not appreciated. Neat, I appreciate you. But yeah, so now I actually am not done with getting gold collecting, which... So, okay, no, actually now I have 1910. So yeah, I forget how it's 10 gold per. So it's not as 1,000 isn't actually not. So I think at 1910 I might just barely be able to buy the Architect, and I'd have to with the Architect I would have to buy the lowest common denominator route, which, I mean, works, just not enjoyable. Chicken, da-da-da-da-da-da, chicken. What was it? I was once in someone else's chat, and they were, like, saying, like, man, I wish this had Twitch integration. I'm like, there is! If you just type in meat, you'll actually get a meat on times other than when you're already at full health. Like... Just like joking that the meat drops are all based on Twitch integration of whether or not you say meat. I remember that. It's kind of funny. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed it, at the very least. But yeah. So, Hater, whenever a run goes south, I still always finish all my runs. I just switch over my routing from like optimal like get world record routing to stay consistent routing. So that little route's listed on the bottom there, with book next followed by bones. That is the consistent routing. The record routing was the one I just did last time, and I'm trying to get more optimal at. Wait, I still don't have a Lamech. Oh, but I have Gongheads. Who cares about Lamech? I'll face Lamech another day. Also, being able to look around would be great, but I have the worst control scheme for Axis Mundi. I'm just going to say that flat out. I think it's pretty well agreed upon that there are optional things. Oh, toggle synesthesia would be great for Twitch integration. Like, just like, you donate bits or like follower points, and it gives them a panic attack as if they have the panic attack X condition. That'd be horrible, but also great. Specifically in Axis Mundi, it'd be a nightmare. I wish mouse could let you look around. Yeah. Honestly, whether or not you can look around easily is dependent on, like, if you, then again, if you, I've heard comments from people saying, like, Mindful Line, that, like, with how he does it, a lot of people are like, what, do you just have a third hand or something? Like, because Mindful Line is able to keep moving while looking around and all that stuff, taking care of things. Alright, so since we're at full health, we actually do not have to stop for the book. Gotta remember that we still have Enoch to face, or Lamech to face. Like, of course we still have Enoch to face. He's supposed to be the last boss. But yeah. The look around function being a little hard to use is definitely like a big deciding factor of control scheme. Thank goodness I blocked when I did. I usually save my blocks, and like, blocks are like those items in RPGs where it's like, save this for emergency. This is an emergency, but what if there's a bigger emergency later? And that's how I use them sometimes. And if you don't get that out of your head that you actually have to use them when they occur, you're gonna have a bad time. You gotta make sure to use them. So yeah, the only reason I'm hitting them both at the same time and like focusing their healths down at the same time is because this is not as hard of a fight as Gonghead's. And if you can kill both near the same time, it will sometimes actually speed through the Void Beast defeated symbol there. This guy. It sometimes actually speeds through it. The problem with the function is that the game is now so big that you need it. I definitely think rooms, like, specifically, Axis Mundi, whether or not Axis Mundi is good is dependent on the look-around function. And there are some big rooms. I will not deny that. Yeah, I will say, there's not a problem with, like, the look-around function in general, but there is a problem in not having solid control of the look-around function in general. I feel like there should be some sort of heirloom that improves the look-around function in some form. I would not know how to do it. I will be honest. So, I do not know if extra-wide monitors are supported, but as of right now, there are not many rules. Like... Oof. How do I say this? We're not, as far as I understand, we're still not official in speedrun.com yet. So, like, we're still in, you know, the game's still in testing. So, there's a lot we still have to do before we start, like, officializing rules. We have general themes of, like, codes of honor, themes that we know we're going to be doing. But when it comes to control schemes, monitor layouts, frame rates, there's no rules. Technically, there's a 30 frame. There's a rule that there's an exploit you can use if you're running the game at 30 frames per second or lower. We haven't banned it, but it's there. Thank you, Meat. I appreciate you. All right, Lily. Going below 100 resolve always feels a little bad, but with these war drums, how can I say no? Like, every heirloom I grab gives me 10% less health, but 10% more damage. So, how can I not? We're gonna just grab this now. Not gonna get myself killed trying some maneuvers. So there were some words that followed special rules I only learned like once and never had to use. but you somehow managed despite that. Gosh, that reminds me, like, there was once a science test where they asked us, how close is the closest star other than the sun to us? Like, the answer is 4.2 light years. They asked this in a test, they mentioned it once, and the only reason I remembered it is because I thought it was cool. That was it. That's the only reason I had any memory. Everyone else in the class, like, apparently I'm the only one who got that question right. And I don't blame anyone else in the class. I only got it because I thought it was cool. Get my meat. Oof. So, speedrun.com, whether or not it accepts your speedrun category, is kind of dependent on where the... Like, if it's in beta, it depends on where it is on beta, like its rate of, like, refreshing and updating. And they basically, as far as... I have not gone back to check, but my guess is that the reason it's not currently in speedrun.com is because every update, like, adds entire new biomes and bosses and stuff. Like, the Hades, update was still like a completed game. The only end route is you kill the last boss and you check your time. Like, that's one of the things that kind of annoyed me. They took away the end screen from Far Shores. So, like, it's even harder to just, like, argue that... I have no idea what actually decides them. I'm just making guesses. Oh, is there any Discord for it? Dude, the Discord in the game, Cellar Door Games, actually, the whole reason I got started in this speedrun is because the Cellar Door Games, the company's Discord, had a section for speedrunners. So, that's how I got started. Alright. I know I found one lily. Where was it? Oh, God. Okay, we're gonna find a lily near Nama, because I'm not interested in going all the way back there. Alright. So that grabbed. Man, sometimes I get through those rooms, and I don't even know how I do them. Oh, you're on the Discord, but you just never saw it? That's kind of funny. Yeah. Cellar Door Games is what I think of when I think wholesome indie company. Yeah, that's a good description. Hey, Vibes, how's it going, man? This run looking a little weird. Actually, we're gonna save the lilies, I think. Using the lilies increases our max health, but decreases our max damage. Which is more important? Honestly, we just have certain percentages that we have to pay attention to. This is 30% more max damage, which is good enough for what we're doing. Yeah. One of the things that I like is just, like, when the developers have the time to come on, they just, like, kind of chill. Like, they're just, like, just the other members of the chat, they just happen to have a little flag that says they're the developers, and because of that, everyone just likes them more. Definitely need to learn to optimize Nama. Defeat Nama faster, basically. Because just like looking at my runs of Nama versus others, there's work. There's work that needs to be done. Oop, there's a wall coming. Knew it. So there's kind of a funny theme that nightmares, you have to have the book to shut them off. But for Nama's room specifically, they decided to make an exception. You do not need the book to show off Nama's nightmares. Which I don't... Like, I guess I understand why they made that exception. It's just kind of funny. Because they actually would have had a lock of the book. Use the book as a lock for this boss fight. If they didn't do that. Oh, by the way, I just realized I have so little health that if Nama hits me, I lose my Hyperion's Ring. And then when I res, I actually think I die in one hit still. Oop. Oop. Come on. There we go. Alright. Waiting for a game that will be released next week. Ooh. Nice. Oh, you want to plug the stream there? Yeah, exactly. So Hater, that's actually how I got when I first started streaming. I plugged it. There's a self-promotion page where I plugged it. If you guys want, plug my stream there. I'd be honored. I'd be totally down for it. I don't do it because most of the people who know about that and want to watch me already do. Or at least that's my understanding. Maybe more have come in since then. I haven't realized it, but... Oh, I grabbed this apple last time. Alright. Let's see. We need Throne, and we need the ability. Alright, looks like this is the room, which scares me, because... Daggers. Daggers are always, like, the scariest enemy in any given area. I swear. Get out. I used that shield bash. I nearly didn't leave the room in time to take advantage of it. Whew. This is not a good layout for me. I need to go back right, I think. Alright, fine. We're just going to find Enoch, and then we're just going to bail. Enoch's always at or near the top. There you are, Enoch. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Easy transportation. I appreciate it. For people who played RL1, there's a neat post-mortem video on YouTube about the development process. Yeah, I watched that. It's such a cool video, like how they discuss why they had like the castle breakdowns, where they had issues, all these things of like cost-saving mechanisms that they consider. There we are. Alright, love to comment in the Discord. Thank you, Hater. I appreciate it. Whew. Alright. Oh. Oh, whoops. There we go. Thanks. Ooh, luckily there are 2 chicken lanterns here, so... Alright, got that taken care of. Whew. I love this void dash, it looks so cool. Yeah, And also, for like speedrunning, it's actually surprisingly valuable to just be able to, instead of having to time your dashes all the time, to just be able to do just these big long void dashes, and then just let go when you feel comfortable to like tap it really rapidly again. So it actually has some speedrun tech with it, which is really appreciated. Let's kill. That's Gongheads. We need Murmur. It's okay. Remember how annoying the 3-shot eyes were in Rogue Legacy? Yep. So, in case you're wondering the difference, people, in the previous, you know how the eyes track you until they start shooting? Well, in the original Rogue Legacy, they keep tracking you even as you were moving, as they were shooting. So you would basically go running but under them, and they'd shoot like a huge spread. But as you keep moving forward, they'll be following you. By the way, bright flashing warning. Every time I have to destroy these orbs, there's going to be a bright flash. Not yet. I usually destroy them right around here, if I need to. Ooh, didn't need to. That's good. Alright, well, here's where the bright flash. If you ever sit low, it's going to be a big, bright explosion. But he's saying them high. As long as he sends them reaching for the sky, I'm fine. The tracking just made it harder to maneuver around sometimes. So it's just like a difficulty thing. Whoa, Murmur was very nice today. Very nice day. Been a while since I've had someone that friendly. Yep. I don't know if someone might have some visual issues, so I don't want to put them in trouble, you know? They took out some of the other visual traits because people were complaining about like themselves hurting and stuff. Oof. Don't forget Lamech. Nope, I have not. I have Lamech and Book still. I can't believe I have Lamech and Book still. Alright. Oh, nope. Get out. Get out. Ooh, timed that well. Oop, kept him way in the corner over here. And on the ground. Perfect. So there's very few projectiles that can actually hit me. Makes that attack very easy to avoid. Alright. Just doing that because I don't want to take risks. Alright. He's actually in the perfect spot again, so... Oh my god. Oof. Next run, you'll see it. Alright. The eyes reminds me of the most annoying bug in Hollowness, the 3 Oh, are you talking about the Mantis Lords? Oh, you're talking about Primal Aspects. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's like all these jokes if you ever go to the Hollow Knight community about like Primal Aspects. Like, just like the actual final boss is just the Queen Primal Aspid. Man, I'm never going to use my Hyperion Serene unless I use it now. I'm not going to use my Hyperion Serene now. I didn't know the Fireball had a draw range. Huh. There we go. Hollow Knight makes you learn to be patient. You can nuke nothing there. Never thought about it that way. Every boss is a final boss. So I just remember when I first played Hollow Knight, I played through, like, I faced the False Knight or whatever. I'm like, you know, this is fun, but I don't know why everyone's, like, exploding and bragging about how amazing this game is. Like, this boss fight was fun, but, like, they're gonna need, like, a good 10, 15, some huge amount of additional bosses like this guy for me to really say Hollow Knight's gonna be an amazing game. In case you're wondering, I said that about the very first boss fight. I was under the impression it was gonna be like Super Metroid, where there's, like, 4 boss fights. No, it did exactly what I said it needed to do to be amazing. It, like, when you are able to put a boss rush mode into the game, and the issue is, like, people can't beat that fast enough. Yeah. Oh, Path of Pain. Okay, that's actually something I still need to do. I never actually, So, I discovered that game as I was playing it, basically, so I never actually knew about Path of Pain. I never knew about White Palace until I came back for the second time, and I certainly did not know about Path of Pain. And since it's so hidden, I, like, when I was playing that game, I never knew about it and therefore never did it. And I kind of want to go back to do it, but I'm not sure, like, how, you know? Like, it's just been so long that my skill to do Path of Pain is not there anymore. Or we'll see. Perhaps we can. Have you played Super Metroid, my Isers? I've played I've played through Super Metroid. It was very fun, but I was just like, oh my god! I just now found the entrance to Stygian Study. That's actually kind of funny. When I finished the Path of Pain and closed the game, the sounds never turned off. That's funny. Ooh. I'd be down. I would be down to try to do Path of Pain. So, I actually plan to, So one of my ideas is I'd actually love to learn how to speedrun that game entirely. And, like, starting with, like, a practice speedrun that also had me go through Path of Pain would actually be a lot of fun. I'd be down for that. Like, really down. All that's left is just to find Lamek. I have enough health, enough damage. I'm gonna kill Lamek when I find him. So weird. We're ending the run with Lamek as the final kill. Gosh. Is it literally... Are we about to explore the entirety of the area? I think so. Wait. Reverse boss order. Yeah. So, reverse boss order, actually... So, in case you're wondering, I do Gongheads first. Like, it's not actually a bad idea to do reverse... Like, reverse boss order could end up actually being an optimal strategy for this run as time goes by. Because of how much gold Gongheads gives you. And, like, the fact that Gongheads leads you through to Enoch is entirely possible that when I'm adapting for a run, that reverse boss order ends up being the solution I come down to. So, did not happen this time, but one of these days that might actually be a case. Enoch. Or Lamech. Please. Lamech, just stay. Oh. Ah. Whew. Literally the last room. Truly the last room. Also, I don't think... I'm at level 3, I think. I think I never bought the Architect. Yep, nope, I'm level 3. I never bought the Architect, guys. This was a weird run. No Architect. Lamech is our final fight. Like... something. This run was something. Can't deny that. Alright. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, not a bad time. Just like want a better time is all. But yeah, I'm not going into 50 minutes anymore. I'm not going into hours anymore, which is really appreciated. The new route is so good you don't need no Architect. Hold up. I think you just gave me an idea. No, it's lost. Never mind. But, I was gonna say, if you can kill Enoch on the first life, and just go, like, you basically take care of the entirety of Stygian Study, so that you never have to go up, so that you could then die, go back through Citadel Agartha, and, like, on that way through, kill Lamech, and then go right through Axis Mundi and Enoch. So you just do 2 lives, 1 life kills Enoch, the other life goes far to the east and takes care of the rest. But you still need to get Spin Kick for Enoch, so might not work. Whew. Good job, Lady Sarah. Good job. But yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool if there was a route so so good you didn't need the Architect, but... unfortunately, we have tried. 1 life runs are actually non-optimal to other runs. So, yeah. Unfortunately, no. I'm going to take a quick break real fast, and then I'm going to come back and do a new run. But if you allow me, take a quick break. I'll be back in just a sec. Alright, I'm back. I'm surprised. I would guess that having some more damage output would possibly be optimal. That's the thing. It is. We did 1 life runs, and that was unoptimal. Doing the run in 1 life is not optimal, because you need to actually go out and get more damage. So, the optimal route, as far as we can tell, is explore the entire area, kill enough enemies, kill enough bosses that you get enough gold for the architect, and then basically once you have everything explored, you kill yourself, and then with your next character, you just have something that's really good for boss rushing. And the idea is, so you have 2 lives, the first life is the explorer, and the second life is the boss rusher. But that is actually the optimal route, but you don't exactly decide what your next life is, so. And you also don't decide the layout of the castle, and you have control over whether or not you're capable of exploring the entire area in 1 life. You don't decide it, if you know what I mean. If the game says no, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to say yes, and by then it's already unoptimal. Oh well. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Ooh. Jerk. It's okay. In the tutorial, you do not take damage. There's also another thing. Apparently, during the tutorial, you don't actually, yeah, let's see. During the tutorial, you do not actually, have it count towards your time in-game time. So while we count the tutorial in real time, in-game time, it doesn't start until you finish the tutorial. So there's actually a weird issue where it is possible to get like 420 gold in the tutorial. So it might be an optimal route, like for in-game time, to just stay in the tutorial, get all the gold you can, then like immediately retire, get a character with more damage outputs, and you're starting from just a better position than the people who aren't doing that. But your real time suffers by like several minutes because of the decision. Alright. Well, I skipped time. Oh, meat. Thank you. Alright, path down. That's all. Well, that's actually the lesser amount of damage, I say as I take more. Alright. Ooh. Unfortunate. Gosh, might have actually been optimal to just return to main menu. Not anymore, I don't think, but might have been when I first got to the bomb there. Ooh. Ooh. Can't dash in the can't air dash. Gotta really get the ability to air dash. Come on, air dasher. Oh my gosh. I didn't hit the ground in time before I hit the jump button. Did I find anything today? Did I find anything here? No. Wow. Like, I didn't find Lamech. I didn't find Book. I found no... I haven't found anything yet. That's really surprising. Found Lamech now. Hopefully they're all crunched together. Like this. Like so. Alright. Since we found Lamech, we are going to go kill Lamech really early. We're not going to go suicide ourselves to Gongheads. Maybe we will after we find Echo Kick, but we're not going to do it very promptly. Let me put it that way. We keep just barely missing each other. I'm not taking damage, that's good, but I'm not dealing damage. Oh. Whew. I think if it makes you not die, it might be optimal. I started a run myself. It's the Duelist. So yeah, the Duelist. So actually, there is a discussion that it might be optimal to kill Enoch, and then once Enoch is dead, a lot of the rest of the bosses are pretty weak to Duelist. Really good against Nama. Really, the role allows you to do a lot of speed attacks against like Lamech and stuff. So like it might actually be optimal to, yeah, do all the work to kill Enoch, then die, then pick Duelist. Because you can, if you could make enough money to get to level 18, you can actually have a run with the Duelist. So, guaranteed Duelist every time. I'd like to take 0 damage from you, Lamech. Will you... Oh, you will not allow it, I see. So you've chosen death, then. Great. So in case you're wondering, that's usually the one. Specifically the Lamech one using the projectiles on the second phase is the one I saved the shield for, and he just used it immediately after the automated shield block, so didn't have the shield available. There we are. I still don't know where the book is. I think I'm just gonna let the scene play out. Doesn't take too much time. For real time, this is faster than just Xing out. In game time, I don't think this is counted at all, so. Oh, hey, book! Speak of it, and you should receive. Alright, I'm actually going to take this apple, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to go from here to the Stygian Study. I could have instead brought myself to 222 max health, and then grabbed the spin kick immediately, then gone up here. I decided against it. Could come to haunt me. Not going to deny that. Oof. Thank you, Apple. I appreciate it. Oh, this is just a dead end. Good thing I checked. Ooh, big room. Always appreciated. Gongheads are usually over here. I was wrong. Alright, found Gongheads here. Well, not perfect routing. Well, not easy castle. It's a not evil castle. Let's put it that way. This castle was not friends, but it was not trying to get me killed. No, I'm killing myself here. Wasn't paying enough attention. Alright, 1670 is not enough to buy the architect. We did the math for this last time. Wind Wall's actually really good, despite the masochism. Alright. Have you seen Skull the Hero Slayer? I just picked it up. It's such a good roguelike. I've heard of it. I have not had the opportunity to play it. And we are just going this way because I do not have the money to buy the architect. I know it. Alright. We just keep moving. We need to... Because of that death, we need to refine Book, refine Gongheads, refine Echo Kick. Echo Kick is the easiest because it's already routed in, thanks to it being the entrance to Axis Mundi. Ooh, and Sticky and Stundy being friendly today. Or at least, it's greeting me, at the very least. Could totally greet me in and have, like, one of those buckets of water at the top of the doorway just to dunk on me the moment I get in. Gonna rule out the possibility, but assume otherwise. Alright, found Murmur. That's good. That is a good thing still. We're just doing that because things went south. Stop them going further south. Honestly, with a plus 25 gold gain and those 2 treasure chests, it was entirely possible I could actually ignore the boss. And just from those chests. Alright. Alright, well, we're not dead. And that's sometimes all you can ask for. Tried to go under. Oh, well. Happens. Happens. Alright. So we got a good... This is a good character right here. The penalty is not severe. And the benefit is. And the flame barrier is a really good spell. So this is a good character. It is all just a matter of... Can I pull it off? That's basically it. Keep it going. Keep it cool. Oof. Oh. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. When a run is technically dead, what do you do? So I have a rule that I will not reset runs unless it's like the game crashed and like it's causing actual like issues like that. So I just generally I focus. So yes, I do finish it. I also kind of just decide at that point I'm focusing more on chat than the run itself. And I try to do recovery strats. Like, one of my main things is, like, I try to make sure my runs all end sub 1 hour, no matter how bad they go. don't always succeed, but I am succeeding a lot more than I used to, and I appreciate it. So, yeah, I will always finish my runs. If I say rip, basically that means, hey, talk about literally whatever you want. I could probably interact with you despite me being in the middle of a speed run. Like, no matter how much time it takes to talk about it. Optimal to return to main menu here. Wow. Sometimes. But like right now, the optimalness has nothing to do with the layout. It has to do with the fact that I died. Yeah, I'm supposed to get Gongheads on life 1. I did not get Gongheads on life 1. Therefore, issue. Such is life. Such is fiends. Whoop. Alright. Whoop. Ah. Slightly not too high enough. Alright. I have a butterfly knife that's actually a comb. It's neat. Dude, what was that? Long Gone Gulch. There was actually a character in that was their main theme. They had like, they were like a what do you call it? Like where they use grease oil sort of thing in their hair to make it all look shiny and stuff. They were one of those sort of people, and greaser I think is the term of it. But their main weapon was their comb, which is also happened to be a knife, and it was kind of like a hilarious little thematic thing. I thought was pretty cool looking. Alright, I have no idea which one is going to be weaker. I just have to hit them both because I can't see their health totals. Please stop walking towards me, guys. I needed to itch my nose with that hand, and I was not ready to be fighting. I have no idea where health is at, so I'm not going to pretend to know. They seem low, though. I was correct in that assessment, at least. Wow! Hey, there's my money. Glad to hear. I can now buy Architect. Da 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 da. Alright. Now to get kick. Alright. Where's the fastest teleport? Throne. Sounds good. Alright. Just have to head to the right now. Whoa, there was an apple here all along. Why did no one tell me? Hey, there was a book here right now. I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. Speedrunning hack. Device that scratches nose for you. Oh, man. I'm getting a new controller, too. Like, if we can get both of them... If I could just get a nose scratcher with my controller, like... Dude, what if my controller is a nose scratcher? I know they have, like, a certain pads. What if I just had one that had, like, a sharper edge so I could just scratch my nose with it while I'm, like, playing the game? Dude. Then I could, like, use my nose as a controller input. Like, I just, like, shove my nose into it. And, like, that could be my look around function. Like, I just, like, shove my head down. I scratch my nose while looking down in Axis Mundi. Scratch it, move to the right. Oh, man. That'd be awesome. Be really hilarious to look at. It'd be, like, comically hilarious to look at. But yeah, it might... I fear that, like, using a nose scratcher might be considered tool-assisted speedrunning. Like, the longer the speedrun, the more likely it's to be considered tool-assisted. Oof. But yeah, that's a good strat. Free Estate, gotta use that one of these days. Alright. Nose assisted speedrun. NAS. A NAS. Man, this NAS guy's pretty good at speedruns. Almost as good as TAS. I wonder if they're related. Nope. Here we are. Whoop. Whew. Nearly lost the meat I gained. I can't believe I managed that without taking damage there. Okay, I can believe it, but I'm impressed at myself. It's always good to impress yourself. Imagine what the other viewers are thinking. Whew. Almost messed that up. Alright, we're at the range where those things are taking more hits. We're just using that. Hey, we're at the exit. I didn't even notice. I could finally fight the hollow. Alright. Oh, I am way... I like stopped to look at something and my hands were not on my controller or on the keyboard properly. I was pressing a lot of weird buttons. Thank goodnessly, Barrett did not punish me for it. Not sure if he knew how. Ooh, that seemed like a fast death. But then again, that's what this weapon does. Fast kills. Here we are. Could finally fight the Hollow Thingy. Not good with boss names. Boss names are a skill. Learned skill. My first boss name was called Boss. Actually, it was called Insert Boss Name here, but that's not what it ended with. Don't you worry about that. Barbarian is greatest of all time. Yeah. So, funny theme. Barbarian was broken in the previous patch, so they nerfed him. And now they have to, like, buff him again, which... It's like a minor buff. They're just making sure you gain mana with your spin attack. But, like, it's going to be huge for me. It's really going to be the difference of whether or not I can play Barbarian for this running. Whoa! Early lilies. Appreciated. Appreciated. Oh my gosh. Meat just saying, take your time. Find them off first. Farshos can wait. Farshos can wait. I'm actually going to reset, start main menu. Tangent. I am bad with names. In RL2, I go through purple, blue, red, and green biomes. In that order. Okay. I thought there was going to be a tangent of being bad with names and like a story with that, but... Oh, so you go to Kerguelen Plateau after Stygian study? Huh. Interesting. You know what? Let's get those steel-toed boots. Alright. So... I guess the tangent kind of is just the question of why do you go to Stygian study before Kerguelen Plateau, and is Kerguelen Plateau more threatening than Stygian study? I think the answer is just kind of depends. Stygian study, most of its enemies are hidden, and if you're running into chests, if you're running into mimics and all that stuff, then Novastrat, try to get Lessons of Life to increase max HP before Stygian study. I mean, trying to get something specific is kind of where the issue comes in, you know? You kind of just get what you get and you don't throw a fit a lot of times. Alright. I'm going to actually look for the Void Dash using my health. And once my health goes down, then I'll go get then I'll go get Jump. Alright. I'm actually going to head up and to the right. I think I still need to find Enoch. Plus, slightly more likely. I know for a fact there's a dead end way over to the far right, and I don't want to hit that. Ooh. I always hated that you get what you get saying, because it's so absolutist and defeatist. It is, I am not... The reason you don't like that statement is because it's kind of a... You don't have control over it. It's like, oh, you just get what you get. Dude, if you just worked harder, maybe you could have gone better. If you just, like, tried for something, you might have been able to get more. Like, the reason you dislike it is because it's... Yeah, it's a defeatist statement saying that it's all variance. When I say sometimes you get what you get, I don't say, like, that controls everything. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you can't win a run. Sometimes you can't get world record. That doesn't mean you just give up on the run, you know? And you get what you get is usually said as a defeatist, like, stop fighting against it, you know? And that's, like, the whole point is to fight. It's just to recognize how hard things are going to be sometimes. That's how I see it. And... Stop bouncing around in there. I need to get this guy. Ah, that took a long time. Sometimes the void bells just bounce in a bad pattern for me. But yeah. Like, it's the whole thing of... I do think it's valuable to accept responsibility by a long shot. And you get what you get is sometimes just throwing the responsibility on fate. Which is just such a non-valuable thing to do, to put simply. So I'd say it just depends on how you use it. That's how I would say. And if people are using it as like a defeatist, oh, well, I can't win, I guess it's you get what you get, then yeah, I could see why people dislike it. I think Yep. Oof. Alright. The whole... What I meant by that, by like the you get what you get, is sometimes you don't get... Things don't line up perfectly. By the way, bright flashing warning as always. Every time I hit the red orbs. Blam. Bright light. Can't get out yet. Here. Oop. Blam. I'm not allowed to die to Murmur, by the way. Just, it's not allowed. It's not even a thing of... It's not that I can't, it's that I'm not allowed to. Alright. Alright. Hey, leather weapon. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh yeah, I have steel-toed boots. This is actually a really good boss fighting character. You know what? Let's kill Nama next. Let's see, what is scarier to me? Nama or Enoch? I have Flame Barrier. So... And I have steel-toed boots. I think with those steel-toed boots, it actually... Nama is the less threatening of the two. Okay, let's then do it. I have a question about armors. Shoot. Taking him a little while to type it out. It's alright. I feel like chests don't give me any new armors. I don't know why. So there's a question of... So, first off, let me explain the map, how it works. So, every room has a level tied to it. And, you have to be as specific... The way you could tell what level a room is by, the level of the enemies, if there are enemies. Otherwise, it's just kind of guessing, given the rooms around it. For you to get a new armor, you have to be at a certain level. So, like, higher level armors, the lower... You cannot reach at, like... You cannot reach in the Castle Argotha, because there are no rooms of high enough level to reach them. That sort of stuff. So... You... Like, as you keep increasing your level, you're going to be able to find more and more armors. And until... So, like, if you're not finding any armors at all... It could just be that you're not at a high enough level. Another is just like variance. A way to check if you're like what your level threshold is to grab a Stygian, what's it called? A Stygian tier, a challenge room. Because the challenge rooms are always guaranteed to give you armors if it's possible. So if you don't get an armor from a Stygian tier, a challenge room, from a golden chest, then you're currently not in an area with high enough level to give you new equipment. I can't believe I let myself get hit by that. I have no idea how close I am, so I just have to keep swinging. Ooh! With not knowing how much health I have, or how much health Nama has, that was a great finisher. Shield bashing finisher, despite having the inability to know how much health they have. Feel like a boss there. Alright. We do not need that. We are now gonna... Since we kill Nama, we're killing all with this single character. Alright. That's kind of funny. When I have issues, I solve the issues by beating the game before even needing to buy the architect. That's kind of funny. Still unoptimal, but, like, still pretty darn good. These times are... Like, we're going sub 40. That's something I have been fighting to get back into, so... And given that I'm trying out the hard routes, like... Very much appreciated. Huh. Dropping by shortly. Hey, how's it going, Mindful Line? I'm doing pretty good. I've got more confidence in the route I've been testing. Got a pretty good run with it. Still not PB or anything, but looks like it had the potential to be. Whew. All right. Keep it chill. There we are. There we go. So all we have left is Enoch, I believe. Yep, according to my scheduling. Unfortunately, we are starting Enoch behind PB. Nonetheless, I'm doing fine. My run's not so. I think I only finished half of them, and they were all around 34 minutes. Yeah, the one where we start with Gongheads. That one's been going well. So... Didn't do so well this time, but, like, we adapted in such a way where we are winning this run with a character that hasn't even had to buy an architect yet. Now, albeit he was unable to buy the architect, but... And then, of course, Flame Barrier, being Flame Barrier is also happening this run. Alright, that did not seem random. Maybe there's more to that attack than I understand. But neither of us understand, as far as I understand. Alright. Okay. Let's beat Gongheads. Or, sorry, let's beat Enoch. careful. Woo! Awesome. I'll stick to my opinion. Quick dipping into or out of rooms with double jump is just too valuable when any damage is around half your HP. I will not deny that. I'm not... Like, you stick to your route, definitely. I'm just going to stick to mine. I think that's... I like that. I like that. I like us having two different routes. I like it. Alright. Well, 36-12. Keeping even in-game time under 40 minutes. I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. Still no PB, but proud of myself. Alright. Well, we are now going to switch over to our next game. So, I'm going to need a little while to set up. If you're done here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you wish to stay, we will be getting into Hades. So, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm going to take a minute to refill my water, use the restroom, stuff like that. So, I'll see you all in a bit. I'm plugging in my controller. It's about to make a bunch of like cleaning sounds on my computer. Bear with me. And yeah, mindful line. So I decided to actually start running an hour early today. So normally you'd show up right in the middle of my runs, but today was a little different. And we're playing Hades. And this is not a speedrun. Edited. Alright. Oh, need... Steam crashes. Beautiful time for Steam to crash. I'm just gonna crash Steam. Or close it. So, it looks like we might be a little while before a game gets played, because if Steam itself is the thing that crashed... Oh no. Controller. Don't you do this to me again. So, yesterday, when we were playing Hades, my controller did things. Bad things. Very mean things. Controller did. So, we're gonna hope that doesn't happen here. If it does, we may have to just unplug controller and find other solution. Okay, yep. We're just gonna unplug the controller, see if that's the issue perhaps. Sorry about all those stuff. And the moment I unplug the controller, Steam starts responding. So, it looks like I don't have a controller anymore. So we're gonna do something different today then. Oof. So I'm gonna pull over. Oh yeah, I have this background pic so you don't have to just stare at blank screens while I'm waiting for the game to capture onto my side. So I have that. My controller also did weird today, but it just didn't respond really late sometimes. Probably the batteries for me though. Mine, the thing is, my one is connected. It's plugged in, so that's not really a possibility for mine. Huh. Hades is not responding, but there it goes. Alright. Awesome. So. Alright. Hey everyone. Welcome back to more Hades. Now, something interesting happened. My controller decided to be a jerk. So we're not going to be playing with the controller. So I need a really quick check out my controls. So it's attack, cast, dash is space. Let's see if I could... Which one? So I have them moving, which I like. Boon info is B. Codex is C. Let's see. I'm going to go... Okay, what special is Q. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this special and change it to there. And the cast is going to be here. Come on, recognize that as a button. Alright, how's that? Alright. Let's see if I could... Interesting. Move up, reload is R, interact is E. Call is F. I can accept these. We will try this. Attack at cursor. Always attack. I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to do that. We're going to try those controls. I really want cast to be this button over here, but I'm not sure. How does it not recognize this button? Oh, gosh. I don't want it to be scroll. Actually, that's really cool. I could make some really interesting controls with this. But we're going to, since we're using a different control scheme, let's make a new save. Let's try this without hell mode. Let's see how we do starting from the very beginning. So yes, since our controller is not working, let's start from the very beginning. See how we fare.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
And we're going to see how many runs it takes. Alright.
To hell with this place.
Wait. What was my... I thought was special was this. Gosh darn it. Controls. Special is... I want special to be here, and cast will be here. I'd really prefer if cast was on this. I have a button that I'm pressing that the game doesn't seem to... You know what? Let's try that. So I have a different controller. I have a mouse that's like has all these extra buttons. We'll try that. See how that feels. Gonna be really weird. Definitely.
I'm leaving. Try and stop me.
Alright.
Like that.
Definitely a lot of getting used to with this. Though I think this could be really good, especially with the way my control...
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Alright, do I have dash? Yes, we have dash.
I know you can't hear me all the way where you are, goddess. But
Alright. So yeah, I think if I mess around with this mouse a bit more, I might be able to get a really good setup going. But yeah, definitely have to figure it out. Definitely like taking off the aim assist though.
pathetic.
Alright. We're gonna go out assuming we're winning on the first run. We're gonna go out assuming we somehow escape on the first run. Well, this room has made that much more challenging. Thanks to my decisions.
People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zagman. How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Alright. Special inflicts hangover. Take less damage while low. I'm just gonna do festive fog.
Leave it to the god of wine to
I can actually aim the precise position. I appreciate that greatly. Alright.
Witches. They're armored.
Definitely taking too much damage. Definitely find a way to heal. Can't deny that. Chthonic Heart's pretty nice on that means.
Can't heal myself, but I can fight.
Oh, I thought I dashed across him. Oh, just one shots it. Alright. I will say the sword is one of my weakest weapons, so it might... I'd be surprised if I pull it off.
You're nothing.
Gosh, I think I actually got hit there. The way the flashing was. It might just be the reminder that I'm at low health, but no, that was a hit. That was a hit. I'd really like to not die here. I have the skill to go further. Alright. Sharon's shop would literally just be an empty room. Actually, I could find food in there. Yeah.
Each exit
Let's go.
has its own reward. I think I hear the river. Kieran's shop.
Nope. I guess we'll buy purple then.
Here's the fee. Why, good to see you, Kieran, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and sure is awfully convenient to be running a deal like this. Had all this coin I wanted to get rid of.
Alright.
The infernal wares of the Stygian boatman Charon lie sprawled about. Available for sale to whomever would be willing to quench the boatman's great thirst for riches.
That would be me.
Alright. Well, we just continue on. Oh my gosh. Just some of the most needless damage I'm taking. Definitely my mistake entirely. But it's all a process of getting used to this new controller. Or should I say this new control scheme, since this isn't a controller. And that's the whole issue. Go.
In the name of Hades.
Special stronger. Your abilities that deflect also make foes exposed. Let's go with that. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh, well. I die in one hit. Definitely want more healing, but I'm not sure that's an option right now. Between the two, keys are good in the early game. Especially given how bad I am with the sword, specifically. Yeah, the problem with me trying to do this with my first life is that the sword is my worst weapon on my other file. I have enough money if I can get to a place to heal. 3 health is not a fun place to be. With no death defies. Woo! Yeah, I deflected his attack, by the way. There's no other explanation to how I dealt that much damage. But yeah, I've been at 3 health for quite... Oh.
A palm of power.
Whew. More Festive Fog damage. Yeah.
They must have lots of these upon Olympus.
Shop. Let's get some health from you. Give me some health, bruh. Close enough. Or that's actually what I wanted.
Just tidying up a bit.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the underworld prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Alright. Well, didn't have as much money as I wanted, but we're not dead. Maybe we could kill Magar on the first try.
Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
A man after my own heart.
Nah, I'm gonna target myself with that. Oh. Right, I forget the range of that because I'm usually using ranged weapons. Wow. Immediately lost the health I gained from that. Okay, I couldn't dash away in time.
Out of my hall.
Wow. I knew that sword is close range, but like, my god, that was too close of range. I guess I made it to her.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Some of us more than others.
Back already? Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead.
You know, I'm gonna skip this because you've already probably seen this. I'm of course gonna pet dog.
There's a good boy.
I grow nauseous merely listening to this.
So hopefully tomorrow my new controller comes in, then I'll be able to do what I want to.
Infern.
You watch over things.
But I think I'm just gonna keep trying to escape. And yeah.
You have come home. Do not despair.
I believe in
Just get used to this control scheme, and the only way to do it is by try to escape over and over again.
I'm back.
Alright. Let's get some Chthonic Vitality. Oh my gosh, I didn't pick up Greater Reflex. Oh well. I don't think we have enough keys to buy anything new.
Okay.
Oh, I did. I'm gonna pick up the bow.
Koranoct, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some death.
Oh yeah. What the? I could hit harder than that.
I can escape through that pink window there.
Nice place you
I don't remember.
got.
If you insist.
Alright.
One more time.
Well, we continue. This time we have the bow. We have a ranged weapon, so I might actually do better this time. But we'll see how this feels with ranged weapons. Ooh.
Greetings there, young man.
Alright. Attack emits chain lightning. Your cast is a burst of lightning. Dash causes lightning bolts. I think it's the dash that causes a lightning bolt.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support.
Because, like,
Never
until I
thought
have,
to see
like,
the day.
boons want to cast a stuck in people, I really want just the ones that do other things. So, that's one thing. The other is, like, just that dash one is alright. Yeah. Having a ranged character while getting used to this control scheme is going to help. Especially with the way aiming works on this thing. Alright.
More darkness.
Knock heart. Sounds good. Alright. Auto aim would be nice here, but I'd rather learn how to aim and have better control. Heart, and we're doing much better this time despite having one boon which isn't even as used, because I'm just way better with ranged weapons than with melee weapons. There. It's simple enough. Just get in position, take him out. Get another boon. Not really planning to use this dash strike. Might even sell it, honestly.
They absorbed my blow.
Alright. Well, I'm getting tired, so I'll leave now. Good luck getting used to the keyboard and mouse. Thank you very much, Mindful Line. I appreciate it. Cast does more. That's actually worthwhile. I think it's really just Phalanx Shot. Either that or Bronze Skin. I think, yeah, Phalanx Shot is just the better of them. It does get locked in, but it's a stronger effect, and I appreciate it. Alright. See? Oh, right, I'm not using... Here. Oh, come on. Come on. Are you stuck? I think he's stuck in a rock. He was stuck in the rock. Huh.
This can unlock something.
A few strange things like that. Let's get ourselves to 100 health.
Back to dust. Come get shot.
That was unfortunate. It's okay. Now we actually have a person who can use a bow. We're gonna face...
Tombstone. Just great.
Stop auto-targeting. If I want to shoot somewhere, I want to shoot somewhere. I feel like the auto-targeting is causing more issues than my actual aim. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's something going on there in movement. Just hit the main guy. Almost there. Took way too much damage, though.
One heavily archer.
Took way too much damage for that.
What about you?
Attack is stronger. Yep. We're gonna do that one.
Power of the hunt sounds like damned lost souls with nowhere left to.
They got me. No way to patch up. Got to keep going.
It's like they lock on to this person's, to the side of the person instead of the enemy themselves.
This can unlock a weapon back at home.
Whoever it is, I'm just like not getting used to it, obviously. Just a lot of relearning, a lot of reconfiguration. Come on. There.
Okay.
There.
Let's see what's in here.
Alright, and we are at room chamber 10. So we're going to take this one so we can gain more gold, so we can actually buy boons and hearts when we get to the final one.
Coin from
Alright.
the dead.
More money? Yeah, let's get a boon from it. Or I can just get a damage buff. I think a damage buff is perfectly fine with a pomegranate. Oh, I definitely need a second dash as well. Alright, I think it's just damage. Yep. Alright. Definitely really uncomfortable. Definitely gonna take some rounds to get used to. And no healing.
Fine day to you as well. Cheers, mate.
Special causes a lightning bolt. Lightning effects also make foes jolted. I'm gonna go with Thunder Flourish.
That's mine.
Alright.
Hello, Meg.
Probably gonna die to Meg again because I don't have the control
Self-sacrificing
really well done.
or a total mess.
Hit a few snags on my way to meet you, Meg. So if you would...
Not on your life or death. Come closer, Zogres. We're already started. Keep where you stand.
1 HP the dream. Hold on tight. Nope. By the time I realized that they're using the one under me. Yep. Oh well. Keep trying different weapons until I get it working.
Ah, cheers for that, Meg. Someone's at the desk next to. Who's that?
That's
You're trying to.
perhaps one.
Nice. Some sort
Fountain
of
chambers?
special offer for me, my good shade. Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
Always pet doggo. Oh, wrong button. Alright. Good boy. Good
Just
boy.
as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Alright. Just the process. Just the process. I think I'm just... You know what? Actually, I have a controller coming in the mail. I think this is uncomfortable enough
Once was a small lamp.
that I'm just going to keep going on through ahead. I'm just going to keep on going through.
Gods,
And...
night and darkness guide me.
Oh, Death Defiance is now an option. Darn it. Should have grabbed that. Oof.
Skelly,
Boyo.
let me give you. I'll keep that in mind, mate.
Alright. Let's try the shield then.
You just shield of chaos. Lend me your power.
Pretty scary surface planet there.
Alright.
No
Just
turning
keep
back.
escaping. Keep game practice in. And if this just falls apart, we'll just reset the game
That looks like
for
a
the next
painless
one.
hammer. Enchantments for my
Attacks
weapon.
twice, but does not knock foes away. Bullish gains a power rush. Oh, let's just stick
Wherever you
ranged.
may be right now. Thank you.
Like that. That sounds great.
Composed.
Good thing I'm not dead.
Ooh. Simple enough. Yeah, that power shot makes it so useful. And then, oh my gosh, if we could get him on our attack to just knock foes off into oblivion, into the distance.
That's what you get. Crash gets Uncle number 2.
Alright. Special deals more damage. Cast deals more damage. Unfortunately, didn't get what I was looking for. But we'll get the special.
Looks like I caught a big one.
Turn our special into a knockback monster.
Brimstones. Bottle of nectar.
Nectar. That's good. Let's see. What do I want to give Nectar to? Because I'm going to be stuck with it. I think I want to give it to Hermes, honestly. That's pretty cool. For chaser enemies, I can use the shield. For other enemies, I just blast them. That seems like a very good build. Hey, we already found a
chamber I commissioned back at home.
found a chamber. That's pretty awesome.
Be, but chill.
A place of
And not a moment too soon.
All right. Let's deflect. I wonder if the base attack deflects, if that means even when the shield, when I block that, my shield deflects. Because it's part of my attack, but it's not. Yep. Yeah. Oh, shit. Gifted. Alright, attack can deflect. Dash can deflect. Sure. Dash deflect is a really good one.
now.
Yeah, we're not going to gift it to one of the gods since we don't know which one we want. Seeking foes. Any damage deal has a chance to be critical. Yeah, we're just going to go with pressure points. Wow, getting a lot of epics for this early on. Doesn't even need a buff for this to be strong. Yeah. Okay. Poseidon? Yeah, let's make a super knockback, I think is my plan. Over Doom? Yeah. Definitely want super knockback over Doom. You're strong. Not even close. Damn. Much better than last time.
One less giant evil crystal then.
Cast. Boons. Knock away effects. Also rupture foes. Also deal bonus damage to bosses. I think we're going to go with rupturing.
Poseidon's strength.
Because I'm not sure if I'm going to be facing bosses too much. Ooh.
Oh no.
If I can take a minute of your time.
Well,
Okay. At least I'm picking up some coin. Just a bit longer.
Enough.
I feel like I gained a good amount of gold with that. Alright. Sisyphus unfortunately doesn't have a good boon for this, but I really like...
Your Highness. Hey, Prince.
Well, you know.
I would really like the healing, though.
Say no more.
A pleasure.
Alright, now I could... Ah, duh, could have just counted that this was happening and could have gone a better... Well, we'll just get max health.
Hey, good to see you.
Actually, that's a 1. Let's gift him.
Kieran. Wait, you don't have...
So now I have the Bone Hourglass, which I can use to give myself more... Basically, when I buy something that has like a limited duration, I can use that. Alright. Well, let's see how Megara feels. Now that I have the
You're
shield.
stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip,
Your whip's not...
maybe persistence will... I think so.
Here we are.
Impossible.
Shield worked well because I have this hammer to improve it.
The ancient blood.
Yeah, forget how much stronger they make sure you get with every run, with every life. Definitely impactful. Oh, I can't equip it. Right.
Don't blame me, Father.
Okay, what's selling?
Wash away my boons.
Nope.
Never been this far.
Let's figure it out. Just keep it moving. At least we got Megara taken care of. At least we got that taken care of. Alright.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yep, just finish the story.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof.
I think after this run, because of... Yeah, because I don't have the proper controller, so I can't do the proper run. We're going to have to just kind of stop after this, I think, unfortunately. It was a little hard to see through all of it. That's all.
Moving right along.
Yeah, no controller really... It actually hurts a lot. I'm really not used to this at all. Very different control scheme.
I can use this to unlock a weapon.
Or Ares. Let's get Ares. Maybe this shield slam could at least get Doom effect on it. Maybe that's what I need. Oh no, I don't have a cast yet. Let's get a Blade Rift. Heck yes. Whew. Come on, get the armored foe back. Where are you at?
Cries of battle. This one was bound to show up.
Alright. Let's get Ares taken care of. Your special inflicts doom. Or your next attack at special deals more damage. I'm gonna go with Battle Rage for now.
The war is on.
Don't really want to lose the one rupture effect I have. And yeah. Also, I feel like I'm usually ending runs with a lot more gold. I'm not sure. Like, I know I start with 100, but
Oh, it's the barge of death.
it seems like I get more gold per room compared to what I've been getting. Alright. Definitely going slow.
You found
Definitely not
us.
strong, and definitely not very good at maneuverability. Can't deny that. I can make crits more likely. Yeah, let's just go with the epics. Let's just go with the epics while I get the opportunities. Let's take them. So I have Auras, I have Poseidon. I think I have all 4 of my... Yep, I have all 4 of my gods chosen.
Gorgons. More. And don't come back.
Yeah. I just realized this attack to start charging up is actually causing me to lose my benefits. So that's... Aura's boon is completely useless almost. It's basically completely useless.
Precious.
Alright,
Key to a weapon.
got more keys. Sharon or Heart? Yeah, I think we go with Heart, honestly. Just get our health up. We now have a ranged weapon. We're about to face... Yeah. We're doing good.
Feeling tough.
We're doing real good. Ooh, when I pick up gems, I usually get gold. That explains one of the issues with gold.
Hello?
Which, have I been offered any gems yet?
Oh, great.
It's right there. Just take it. Whoa, whoa. All of them were summonings. Okay, let's not be all summoned this time, please. I'd like to not have to deal with... Alright, so our 2 summoners are here. Let's get rid of them now. Alright, that's one. Oh god, we have a 3rd summoner over there. Yep, looks like it. I'm just sit here. I got a little lucky there, I'm gonna be honest. There we go. Have a lot of small damages that I can just like throw around.
Should
But
something good back
no large damages. Alright.
No paradise awaits you.
Yep. I think the R is boon if I can get it. Nope.
Closer.
No R is boon means no
There she is.
choice. We're gonna keep going. Alright.
The fields of Elysium.
More hearts. We have enough gold now. Well, I mean, we never have enough gold, but we have a manageable enough gold.
That eyeball, is that him? What's regenerating? More to fight.
Alright. Keys are more important than purple at this stage.
Split us.
Strafing here is actually pretty nice.
Another key.
Pomegranate or more gold? What would I even palm? More special damage, more dash damage, and that's basically it. Yep, let's keep going.
Strong bows.
Really? Only one shot. I'm used to them shooting 3. Maybe it's something about the fact that I keep blocking them. They decide to just stop. Oh, I killed one. Huh. Did not realize that. Just gonna let this take its time. There we go. Getting rid of it. Alright. Where is our Athena? I think I'd rather have Athena's. I'd rather have Athena's attack and Ares' cast.
Soul-sucking butterflies. Just keep coming because of that butterfly ball.
Oh no. Alright. So now we just focus on the butterflies and just hope. Because they've all been summoned. Now we just. Oh, thank goodness. Keep him to a wall. So you can't block it. There we go.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
Cast, not what I wanted. We're gonna go with support fire. Nectar! I appreciate it.
Great shields. Mine.
There we go.
Some nectar there.
Get a nectar so that we can actually get something I could use next time. We'll go with Spike Collar. Let's get good boy up. Let's get. Well, actually, we're going to probably delete this file. Alright, and then comes the second wave. Oof.
Of Olympus.
We're just gonna, yeah, if we're gonna get crits, we're just gonna make more crits. Appreciate it. Yeah. We're just gonna get a really good shot, I guess, because that's what this is asking for. Seems like when there's more enemies, I actually deal more damage. Just kind of, I wonder how that works. Probably just with knockback boons, duh. As I knock foes into other foes, they're dealing more damage to one another. Wow. Given a lot of gold this run. Add in this heart, and too bad I didn't pick Deathify. I don't even... There's so many just people over in this corner of the screen. Not able to tell which ones are trying to respawn and which ones are still attacking. So it get difficult to distinguish. Honestly, I'm proud that I got this far with.
Yes.
Stuff the way it is.
Boon's worth giving up.
Sharon shop. I did say I was picking up for all of these. Right, everything.
You know, one thing
Thank God we actually have attack. And it's a crit to go with the marks, so our base attack's just going to get a bunch of crits.
Oh, wow.
2 against 1.
Theseus?
I do not fear you, fiend. Your presence is a stain upon this earth. Face me.
They're about to get full horn. Yeah. Gosh. It keeps hitting me.
There is no greater pleasure than to send my spear straight into you and back, demon. That was
Oh no, I'm about to trigger Theseus if I'm not careful. Yep, like that.
Lord Dionysus, lend me your power.
The gods are helping him.
Alright, well, we just need to kill the Minotaur ASAP.
Monster, your battle prowess leaves much to be desired.
Because I know for a fact.
Mysterious.
You and me, King.
Oh!
This is absurd.
Oh, and I'm poisoned, so...
Well, fiend, are you yet fearful for the inevitable end to your foul quest?
Oh my gosh. It's the... What?
No chance against the champion.
I was so close. I thought I dodged. Oh well. Well, shows that I'm not good with mouse and keyboard on this game.
I want a rematch now.
Oh, I do.
Maybe.
We're just going to pet the doggo
If I don't pet your other heads,
and
bite my
give
arm
it
off. Deal?
a nectar. And we're just going to stop here.
Merely fate's concern for you.
Look what I got.
You're a friend. You're a good doggo.
One of Cerberus's heads receives them.
But yeah. We can't work with just this controller. So until the new controller comes in, I unfortunately cannot play Hades. That is unfortunate. Anyways, everyone, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.